Okay. Well, I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to get on our Zoom tonight. I'm really excited about this Zoom. I'm going to introduce myself. I know I see a lot of new faces. I'm so excited. Our team is growing so fast. My name is Christy Mitchell. I live here in the Dallas area. I am currently a managing market mentor as of this month. And a little bit about myself. I'm not going to talk too much about me, but just because I want to make sure that we keep this short and sweet. But I've been with Monat now since January. I was with the previous company prior to this. So far, I have loved every minute of this whole journey the last 8 or 9 months. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about tonight is goals. I'd love for us to start doing these weekly, and we'll have different topics. But tonight, I want to really focus on how to set goals. What are goals? I know for me, when I first started with Monat in January, my biggest goal was previously, before I started Monat, I was with a network marketing company that allowed me to be able to quit my full-time job. And so when I switched over to Monat, my main goal was to not be able to have to go back to work. I signed up with Sarah Reed. She's who I personally signed up with. And the first thing she asked me was, what do you want out of this business? What is it that you need to make this business worth your time? And I had that. I already knew what my goal was. I needed to make a certain amount of money because I was starting completely over from the ground. And I just remember years ago when I first started in this type of business, people would always tell me, what is your goal? What do you want to do? And I really didn't know what a goal was. I was like, I don't know. I want to get to this point, but I never really had a plan. And until I really had that plan on how to get to that point, that's when my business changed. And so when I started with Monat, and I knew that my goal was I needed to make this amount of money to be able to survive and not have to go back to a full-time job, I knew I had to have a plan behind it. It's kind of like when you go on vacation and you have to look at your business like it's a vacation. And if you go on vacation, you have to have a plan on how you're going to get there, where you're going to stay when you get there, what events you're going to do while you're there. So you have that plan of what you're going to do on vacation. And so your business is like a vacation. If you want to get to MMB, or if you're wanting to get to MM, you need to have a plan on how to get there. And so that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight. And I have some ladies that have met their goals and surpassing their goals in a very short amount of time. And they're going to kind of share with us their story. So when I started with Monat, I knew that I was going to have to sacrifice things that maybe a party, or maybe sleep. I mean, everybody loves sleep. I'd have to stay up later if I wanted to hit those specific goals. I knew that I had to talk to a certain amount of people. And then on top of that, I was brand new. And so I was learning the compensation plan. I was learning what the products did, how the products worked. I don't have hair in my background. I'm not a hairstylist. And so I'm having to learn the products as well. And so for me, I had to get out and I had to learn those things. I had to use the tools that Monat provides for us, do my training. I got plugged into our team pages, learned how to talk about Monat because I didn't know. And so I personally am not the type of person that had to wait on somebody to tell me what to do. I dug in deep and did a lot of research myself. So and a lot of it also has to do with your attitude. Just making your mind up and knowing, okay, this is what I want to do. There's going to be roadblocks along the way. There's going to be things that are going to seem like, isn't going right, but you have to not focus on the negative things and stay super positive. And so a lot of it is your attitude and just making your mind up and saying, this is what I want to do, and then going for it and having a plan on what to do and staying consistent. Being consistent is number one key. And I'm sure anybody that's been in this business long enough has figured that out. And if you've ever done this before, consistency is key. So that's a little bit about me. There's a couple of people that I did give them heads up that I wanted them to speak, just because I knew that they would need a heads up. And then a few of you, I'm going to probably surprise you. So is Kristen Tubbs? I see Kristen Tubbs. I know she's not going to have her video up, but I would love for you guys to hear from Kristen Tubbs. So are you there, Kristen?
I'm here. I'll put the video up. Stepping outside of my comfort zone.
Oh, yes. Well, I knew that there was like 50-50 chance there. Well, Kristen Tubbs, she's got an amazing story. And I met Kristen for the first time when I went over to Kim Munoz's house. I always want to call her Kimberly Richter. So, but I met her at one of my first wine and washes that me and Kim did together in College Station. And I was talking to Kristen earlier, and she reminded me of what she had told me or what she had said at that party. And I want her to kind of just tell your story kind of quickly and then where you're at right now.
Okay. So at that party, I was deciding whether I wanted to sign up as a VIP. And I knew I loved the product, but I didn't know if I wanted to be a market partner. And I sell real estate also. And so my thing was, I didn't want to post on Facebook. I told Kim that night, and Christy too, I'm not going to post on Facebook. I am not going to, what else did I say I wasn't going to do? I wasn't going to do anything, basically. Like, I'll sign up.
I remember you saying, I don't want to confuse my real estate people.
Yeah, I don't want to confuse them. I don't want them to think this is what I'm doing now. Like, I sell real estate. So here we are. And I am absolutely posting on Facebook, and I am absolutely contacting people about this amazing product, and I'm absolutely constantly recruiting new people to come and to join me in marketing Monat, because it is an amazing product. And I've ended up with some amazing teammates and made lots of new friends, and I'm an MM, and so that's exciting for someone who wasn't going to do anything.
Okay. Was it July that you signed up?
No. So I signed up March 31st, the end of the month, and I held true to what I said to you guys. I wasn't going to post. I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to do that. I'll sell it. If a friend wants to buy it, I'll sell it to them. And then people started buying, and people started reaching out, and I was reaching out to some people, and it just kind of grew. And then all of a sudden, in July, I decided that, what, this really is worth every single second. And there's definitely opportunity here. And if I know one thing, I know, a good business model and something that looks worthwhile pursuing. And so this definitely became something that was 100% worth my time. And I'm all in, and it didn't start out that way. And so something I want to share with you guys is that if you're starting out that way, and from the beginning, you're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to contact people. I'm going to post on Facebook. I'm going to do all these things that I was hesitant to do and that I was not doing, and that I am now doing very much contacting people, very much putting myself out there, very much posting on Facebook, very active in the business. If you're doing that now and at the beginning, you're going to go very far in this business, because that's what it takes. And we're at such an early stage in this company that I really think that we have the opportunity to share with so many people who haven't even heard of it yet. You go to another town, and and ask people if they've heard of it. And a lot of people will be like, what, huh? I mean, and that excites me because that is even more opportunity to share. That's even more opportunity to grow our teams. So the opportunity is definitely out there. And it started out very much as, yeah, I'll do it. And now I'm like so excited. It's so much fun.
Well, you're leaving one little thing out.
That's really exciting too. Yeah.
She is the first person on our team to not only qualify for the Cadillac, she has a Cadillac in her driveway right now.
I do. And I needed it. It was, the timing is just, the whole thing is crazy. Like it's just meant to be. It's just, it's a God thing. It has to be, because
what do you think was the turnaround for you?
Well, you mean when I decided I was going to really start working this business?
Yeah.
Well, so Lainey had joined me as a market partner, and she was doing well. And then Sammy joined me in July, and Sammy, from day one, she was like, I'm doing this. Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so, and I had been talking to Sammy for a while. That's something else I would like to talk to all you guys about, is just emotional resiliency. And when people don't respond to you the way that you want, don't get discouraged about that. Like, know that they may not do it right now. That doesn't mean they're not going to do it at all. I had been talking to Sammy about it since, I don't know, day one, like April, like, I want you to try this. And she really, she wasn't jumping on board. And then all of a sudden, and she had seen my results and Christy's results, her sister, and in July, she jumped in, and I saw, that Lainey was doing really well, and Sammy was jumping on board, and all of a sudden my friends were doing it with me, and I was like, this is going to be awesome. We're going to tear it up. This is going to be awesome. And so that's kind of what we did, and the rest is history.
Yes.
Well, no more not posting on Facebook.
I love that story. Me and Kim have talked about it a couple of times. We're like,
It's crazy.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much, Kristen, for sharing that with us.
You are welcome. What do I do? Just like X out the video and microphone?
Just mute yourself. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Well, the next person, I didn't let her know, but Kim, she's like my, road buddy here. But okay. So Kim is, we've done this business. We've been in this type of business together for a while. So we're like sisters. We're right there with each other. We kind of finish each other's sentences, and I probably call her way more than she probably likes. But so Kim, what do you want to add about goals and where you're at, and share some stuff?
Well, I mean, as far as goals go, it's just super important to, like you said, to just have something to map yourself out. And I know that tonight you're going to talk about, mapping yourself to MMP, mapping yourself to MMB. But, stick that on a sticky note, put it on your mirror, put it somewhere, take a snapshot of it, put it on your background screen. Just make it visible so that you always see where it is that you're headed, and remind yourself of that, and share it with your family, share it with your daughters, your sons, your husband, your best friend. Let them know what you're trying to do, what you want to do, what your dreams are, because that's what really drives you to push forward. Because if you don't have hope and you don't have faith in where you are and where you want to be, then you have to find that somewhere. And that's what these Zooms are for. And I'm glad that everybody's here tonight, because this is kind of where you fill up your cup and you get ready to rev your engine so you can finish out the week or finish out the month, whatever part of the month it is. So setting goals is important, and being a part and being connected is really important. And so this is the first step for those of you that this is your first Zoom and first thing that you've gotten connected to. So this is how you really get up and running.
Yes. And something else that I think is so important too is just having that person, like, not being afraid to ask questions, or even if you have that small little success, having that one person that you can call, because I know when me and Kim first started, we think back at the things that we got excited about. And I mean, I mean, I would call probably more me. I would call her and be like, oh my God, somebody just looked at me. I know they want my stuff, like whatever. And so that's what kind of got us going and excited. And I honestly don't think I'd be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for having that person to get excited with me. And I mean, I get excited about little things. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, we would call each other and just say, oh my gosh, I talked to 3 people today that were interested. We didn't sign them up as customers or anything. They were just interested, and we were so excited, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is fun to find that person to do your business with. And if you haven't found a running buddy in your business, use your sponsor, you know, whatever your relationship is with your sponsor, you know, they want to be excited with you. So keep in contact with them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Kim.
Okay.
Okay, so do we have Amanda Myers still on? She's gonna kill me.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, Amanda.
Hi.
I won't keep you long. Okay, so Amanda is so Amanda, it was, what month did you join Monat?
I signed up on April 31st.
So Amanda is a hairstylist, and I met Amanda for the first time when she joined Monat, and we've just became such good friends. I mean, I don't know.
Besties.
But one of the things that I love about Amanda is she's never done anything like this before. But I mean, she just jumped in. I mean, she trusted me. I would just text her and be like, Amanda, you need this, this, and this is what you're going to get. And she's like, okay. And I mean, she just did it. And I mean, and it was just like one thing after the other. And I mean, it's like, and it was kind of just those goals. And so I think that that's really, you know, if you have market partners already signed up, just helping them see that vision of where they're headed as well, just so they know how to hit what goals they could have. So Amanda, tell us a little bit about how you got started and where you're at now.
Okay, so I started in April, the end of April. I was approached by Amber. I don't think Amber's on, is she?
I don't think so. I haven't seen her.
And I was just like skeptical. Like, I was like, I don't want to hear your spiel. Like, just give me your products and I'll try it, because I've tried a lot of products, and I tried it on 2 of my clients, and I literally like fell in love. I was like, where do I sign? Give me the biggest package. Let's go. Let's do this. So I didn't ever for a second think that I would get to where I am now. I remember in July talking to Christy about I just wanted to go on the cruise. I just want to MB. I just want to go on the cruise. So I think, you know, just, I don't know. Are you wanting me to explain like how I got where I am, or?
Well, just maybe what would you like to share with people about setting goals and just having those goals, knowing where you're headed? Did that help you? Just knowing, like, just having that map, that roadmap of where you needed to go?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I saw where I wanted to be, and I wasn't going to stop till I got there. Sacrificing time is a huge thing. I know that's not always convenient, but it's paying off. You know, it's really paying off. I think if you just keep going and you keep the momentum and you keep positive, and you know that, I remember Christy telling me you're planting seeds, so they're gonna come, they're gonna bloom. You just got to keep going. And I think that really was a turning point when all my seeds started to bloom that I didn't think ever were. So I think I just kept going. And I think if you keep going and sacrifice a little bit of your time and your life, it's really going to pay off.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Amanda. Me and Amanda are actually flying out to Oregon
See Brittany.
to see Brittany in 2 weeks. I'm excited about that. Keep our fingers crossed it doesn't snow, like too much. I want to see some snow.
Yeah, maybe a little snow would be fun.
Well, thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so next we have Samantha Euler. Are you still on?
Hey girl,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. Okay, so Samantha lives in College Station, and she is actually one of Kristen Tubbs' market partners, who Kristen was talking about. And she has some exciting news. And can you just kind of tell us, she is you're just amazing. I love watching you. I love watching your live videos. What would you like to share with everybody?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first, this is totally outside of my comfort zone. I just feel so scatterbrained and crazy when I get on and do those live videos, but that is definitely something that I don't know. I think it pays off. I mean, putting yourself out there and stepping outside of your comfort zone and knowing that, good things don't come from staying comfortable. I think that's really been beneficial. So, yeah, totally outside of my comfort zone, but here we are.
I know. Well, Samantha just qualified for the car.
Yay!
Yay, so I'm excited. So in a couple of months, she'll be, and you've just been in the business for just what, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, so I started back in July. I think it was like July 8th that I signed on as a market partner.
Yes. So what advice would you have for anybody that's just starting out and just don't know what to do? What advice would you have for them?
Well, first I would say the most important thing is knowing your product, having complete confidence in your product, knowing how great it is, and learning everything you can about it. In the first days when I started this, I was so eager, and I still am, to get my hands on any information, any literature, any facts that I can, especially being a hairstylist and salon owner. I feel like a lot of my clients look to me for more knowledge and more fact-based information. So I think just invest time into reading and listening to all the videos. I mean, there is so much stuff out there that you can invest some time into listening to, and take that time and really just fill your cup with knowledge and create confidence in the product. I feel like that's so important. And once you do that, I feel like, having the confidence gives you the momentum and the enthusiasm. And I think having enthusiasm about what you're doing and sharing is just, it's like the law of attraction. It's like the power of positivity. You're attracting positive things, and people want to be a part of something that's so positive and enthusiastic. So, I think just really getting to know your product and gaining that confidence. The next thing that I think is so important is to not sit around and wait. If you make a decision to do this, some people sign up to do this just because they want the discount on the product, and that's totally fine. But if you make the decision to do this to, utilize it as a business, make sure that you completely treat it like a business. You push as hard as you can, to gain your knowledge in the product, and then also, be professional and do everything that you would normally do to run a successful business. I think if you treat it like that and you take it seriously, and you put forth that effort and realize the potential that it has, it can blow up. And that's totally what it's done for me. And take matters into your own hands. Don't wait for someone to hold your hand or to give you that boost. Just go, just run with it, because as the days go on, there's more and more people joining and signing up, and you just never know what opportunity you might lose because you kind of waited around for someone else to give you that boost.
Yes, I think that's great. That's good stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
Well,
I
thank
don't know. That's just kind of, I don't know. It's, I was really thinking about it when you reached out to me, and I just love the product, and I'm so excited about it, and the community, and the friendships, the networking, everything that I've gained from this has just been such a positive experience. So I don't know.
I agree. I totally agree. I know for me, I was really nervous about, without being a hairstylist, my biggest thing was I was nervous about blow drying somebody's hair. I was like, I don't even know. Like, I have boys, I raised boys, so I never had to fix girls' hair growing up. And I'm telling you, that was so much fun learning that and getting my coordination down, because let me tell you something, I didn't realize how uncoordinated I was until I tried to blow dry somebody's hair.
See, anybody can do it though. That's what I tell my girls and my potentials. Like, you absolutely do not have to be a hairstylist. In fact, like, this is so foreign to anything that I've learned about traditional products in the hair care industry. I mean, this is like completely different. So you don't have to be a hairstylist at all.
No, and it's so I agree. And a lot of times I think we get stuck on thinking that we have to get only hairstylist, when really anybody can do this. Anybody.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of times hairstylists are skeptical because this is not something that you can buy at our supply stores, and we have the ability to get products like 50 to 60% off. But until you get the product in their hand, if you have a potential hairstylist and you really want them on your team and you know that they would love these products and do so well with it, just walk in their salon, hand them some full-size product, set it on their counter. I totally did this for another hairstylist, and it worked. And tell them to use the product, and you'll come back in a couple days and pick it up, and I guarantee they will be sold. Make sure you give them instructions, but I guarantee they'll be sold.
I agree. I think that, getting them on, just to try it. And that, I mean, I would think that if a hairstylist would be okay with just trying something on their clients for a couple of days, and you could even say, if you're really brand new, I don't see why you couldn't say, I need an honest professional opinion. Would you mind using this product for a couple of days and just giving me your feedback?
Absolutely. And one thing I want to add is that 9 out of 10 product reps that come into my salon, for instance, are not hairstylists. They are just a representative and a master of that product, just like we are with Monat. So, if you know your product and you have confidence in that, you are no less than that, Redken distributor or that Moroccan oil distributor. It's exactly the same thing.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to look at some of these questions here. Chantel, just to answer your question real quick, at the end of the Zoom, I'm going to call out all the names that I already have, and I actually already put your name down because I saw your message. And I'm going to just have everybody let me know they're here, and then if I missed you, then I'll write your name down real quick. So I'll make sure I get everybody in the drawing. Angela, I will call you. Perfect. Okay. So, Samantha, I thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for hosting this.
Oh, I know. Well, we're going to try to do this at least a couple of times a month because I think it's so important just to get everybody together. Something else that I wanted to add is, like you were saying earlier, Samantha, is making the time for your business. And one of the things that I look at is a lot of times we kind of take our business and we look at it like, if I have time, I'll fit it in somewhere. And that's okay if you're just wanting to, just make a little bit of extra money here and there, maybe if somebody, but once you decide, I want to make this business work, I want to be able to, whatever your goal is, it could be quit your full-time job, it could be buy a house, it could be making an extra $2,000 a month. That goal has to fit how much time you're putting into your business. And with that being said, sometimes you have to make your business a priority, just like you make your full-time job a priority and your family a priority. Obviously, there's going to be, your family comes first, your full-time job, but then your business has to be at some type of priority where, doing things like this, making time to get on the Zooms or meeting up with your team, whatever it needs to be, or, just allowing that 1 hour out of the day to follow up with your potential customers or, and once you make it a priority and not letting anything else get in its way, instead of, okay, I'm going to get on a team Zoom, but then, I don't know, your husband's like, let's go out to eat. It's almost like, well, I have to do this. Making it a priority, you'll see a huge difference in your business, a huge difference. So I'm going to first start with, because I know we have a lot of people on our Zoom tonight that has not yet hit MMP. So MMP is our very first bonus rank, okay? And what that is it's just you signed 2 market partners up. So if you haven't yet hit market MMP, then your goal for this month should be at least trying to think of at least 2 people that that would want to do this business with you. And with that, you have to have a plan. You have to be asking people. For me, I ask all my customers, if somebody asks me about the product or anything, my first question is, are you just interested in the products? Are you interested in making extra money, or both? And so once I get that out of the way, then that's going to gear me on, that's going to show me which way I need to take the conversation. So if you're having a hard time finding market partners, a lot of times it's just you're not asking. So get in a habit of asking everybody if they're open to making extra income. And all they can say is no. If you already have some customers in the system and they've already started using the products, check back up with them and just make sure that you let them know that's an option as well. So just making sure that you are doing what it takes in order to get market partners in the system. Events, having wine and washes, that's a great way to produce market partners. And the reason for that is because they see how easy the process is. If you keep your events super simple and where people can look at you and say, I think I can do that, that's where you're going to find a lot of market partners. Like Samantha said, just walking into salons and letting stylists try your products, not being afraid of doing that. I mean, I get anxiety just thinking about doing that, but I do it. A lot of times when I do things out of fear, it usually turns out okay. I've never had anybody be like super mean to me or anything. But does anybody else have any anything to add on maybe some tips on how to find market partners? Kim or Samantha?
So this is Samantha. So I think exactly what you said, like asking people if they're interested in the product or the opportunity, always asking them that, because I found that probably like 5 of my current market partners I got from them just saying, well, go ahead and tell me about both. And when I explained to them that there was a potential for them to use these great products, and the least thing you can do is get some benefits or get a discount on the product or essentially get your products for free, they were game. And then also with VIPs, like I've got some VIPs who have honestly ordered more price-wise than it would have cost them to become a market partner in the first place. And when I notice that they're continuing to place orders, I'll ask them, hey, if you want, to get your $19.99 VIP fee back, you can convert to a market partner and get your future products 30% off with no obligation to sell. Plus, they'll refund that VIP fee. So I think, or that membership fee. So I think just like kind of staying on top of, your customer base, your VIPs and what they're ordering, and then just always just throwing that out there. You never know. I think that's been a really great way for me. And then just, sharing the community part of it. I think a lot of women on my team especially have decided to do this with me because I'm so excited and so passionate about it and so enthusiastic. I think it kind of becomes contagious. And I notice for me personally, like the people that I watch on videos and the mentors that I try to learn from are those really passionate, enthusiastic people. So I don't know. That's what I wanted to add.
Yes, I think that, yeah. So once you, so setting your goal for this month, if you've not yet hit MNP, getting 2 market partners, and then between you and those 2 market partners, your entire group volume is $1,200, and that's going to advance you to the very first bonus rank of MNP. You'll get $100 bonus, plus get paid for your customers. And then don't forget, a lot of you guys are still in your fast start period. The fast start period is so important to maximize those bonuses. And so just by you knowing exactly what your fast start bonuses are and what a block is 1 market partner and 4 VIP customers. Okay. Even if you're outside of your fast start period, just having this roadmap to help keep you going is also going to help you. And the reason why they give you these fast start periods is because they want to create good habits for you. And they want to show you, if you just duplicate this over and over and over, and you teach your team to duplicate making blocks over and over and over, imagine how fast your team is going to grow if everybody is creating blocks every month. So 1 block is 1 market partner and 4 VIP customers. If you're still in your fast start period, that all adds up to about $310 in bonuses. Okay, that's just 1 block. If you do 3 blocks, so that's 3 market partners and 12 VIP customers, that's 310 plus 310 plus 310, and then they're going to give you a $500 bonus on top of it. So just by you creating that habit and them giving you that roadmap, you can maximize so much. And then just think about this. So if you got 3 market partners and 12 VIP customers, you're going to automatically advance to MNP, which is your first goal, and you're going to get a $100 bonus on top of all of those bonuses. So, and then you're going to teach your team to do the same thing. And I think it's so important to, once people decide to go ahead and jump in, the most important thing is making sure you're getting them onboarded, and then also knowing exactly what their fast start period is as well. So, and then your next goal would be MNB. So I know we have some people that have already hit MNP and they're going for MNB. So all MNB is 2 MNPs that are under you. So now you're going to have 4. You've signed 4 market partners. So in order to go MNB, you would need to have 4 market partners, and 2 of those market partners go MNP. And that's and then between your entire team, it adds up to 7,000 in group volume, and then your MNB, and that is a $500 bonus. So just by you creating those blocks and duplicating yourself, making sure that everybody's getting onboarded, they understand exactly how to get to MNP. Pretty much Sarah has always said, if you can teach your team, everybody on your team, to go MNP, it can take you to the top of the company, because every single rank advancement, if you look, is created from a bunch of MMPs. So does anybody have any questions about that? Yes, Kim, the average pay is about, oh, it went away and I don't know how to pick that up. I think you said 1,000. Yes, 1,000 to 1,700. And MMB is pretty much going to open up the entire compensation plan. So it is a good place to be. And then especially if you can teach everybody to go MMB, then that's even, it'll just blow the top of your head off. So I think I just dropped all my little thingies. Does anybody have any other questions? I know I can't keep up with the chat thing. For some reason, I can't get it to scroll. It's probably me. Kim, I guess if you see any questions on there, let me know. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer, but does anybody have anything they want to add or any questions? Are y'all just excited about this drawing or what?
I have a question. My name's Catherine Morrow.
Hello.
I'm an MP under Samantha. I'm having my first market partner sign up as a getting just the $99 kit because it's like what she can afford at this moment. What's the best thing to do to encourage her to get that active 200 PV, and does it count for any PV?
The 90 when someone signs up with the $99, it doesn't have any PV, like there's no volume that's going to be attached to that. So it's just the $99. She'll get, I want to say either 20 or 30. It's quite a few samples. And then she'll also get the business, like a little blue bag that has the Dare to Succeed, this thing right here, which everybody should have this with them at all times. And it just has some other business materials in it, and that's all she's going to get. Now, when someone signs up with the $99, there's no bonus attached to it, so the sponsor does not get a bonus. And the first thing that she needs to do ASAP, especially if she signs up this month, depending on what day she signs up, even if it's on the very last day of the month, if she doesn't get herself active, which would be 200 in personal volume, which would be 2 VIP customers, then she'll also forfeit her consistency bonus. So that's really important. So that's her first goal, is to try to get her at least 2 VIP customers to get herself active. And so, yeah, does that answer your question?
Well, and to add to that, I was going to talk about that consistency bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Every month for the first 4 months that a market partner signs up, that they are an active market partner, meaning they have 200 PV or more, the company is going to send them free product. So after their first month, in their second month, once they have 200 and they're active with 200 in sales, then they will get, the first thing is, I forget, like the Renew shampoo or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing is for the next month that they're active, they get a mask. And then the next month they get an oil. And that consistency bonus program is just free product that the company sends them just for having 200 in sales. And that can be from retail, that can be from VIP customers, or that can be from personal orders. So it's, just to be an active market partner, that's a way to encourage them to get their sales so that they can get that free product from the company.
Yes. Anybody else have any questions? And yes, I got Chantel, I got your name in the drawing. I saw your comment. Well, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to, okay, so the way we're going to do this is I have everybody's names that I saw in that post and also who left a comment on the chat. So what I want to do is I want to read out the names, and when you hear your name, if you could either wave or, I don't see everybody on the screen, if you could just unmute yourself and say here, and I will put your name in the drawing. And then at the end, if I missed anybody, you're going to have to unmute yourself so I can put your name in the drawing. So does that sound good? Okay. So Chantel, I know you're there because you just commented. And it's the Chantel with the SH. Okay. Well, no, that's Chantel with the CH. There's a Chantel, SHANTEL. So there's two Chantels, they're just spelled different. Oh, I see you, Chantel. Okay, you're good. Brandolyn.
I'm here.
Yay. Okay, we have Chantel with the CH.
I'm here.
Mimi Parker.
I'm here.
Yay. Laura Ritchie. Oh, I see you, Laura. Okay, we have Jamie Fox.
I'm here.
Tony Hopper. I haven't seen her. Heather Laughlin, I see you. But you can say hi. Stephanie Williams, I see you.
Hey, sorry, Christy. My thing was unmuted.
Oh, it's okay. I can't miss those pretty curls.
My hair's straight today.
Ah, well, it's still pretty. Tammy Hawkins. Hello, I see you. Danae Jackson. I don't see her wave. I don't know if you're waving. I'm going to put this over here. So if anybody sees Danae Jackson, let me know if she's still on. Shauna Rue.
I'm here.
Yay. Carissa Blair. Is she back on, Misty? I think you're still muted, Misty. Jerry Ann Grant.
I'm here.
Eugenia Blair.
She was on that same call to help Carissa.
Eva Horner, are you still on? Yep,
I'm here.
Eva. Amanda Gibson, I see. Let's see now. Amanda Gibson. I think she was doing some hair.
She's working.
Yeah. Tara Sharber. Tara Sharber. Sarah Hurst. I don't see. And Abra Turney, I think. Is Abra, are you on? I think she was doing something too.
Tara is here.
Oh, Tara, let me find your name. Tara.
She is here. Yeah, her name is on there, but I don't think she's able to unmute her microphone.
Okay, perfect. Okay, she's in the drawing. Allison Garug. Allison. Oh, okay, I see it. Nicole Sullivan.
I'm here.
Okay. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Angela Murphy.
You didn't say my name, Catherine Morrow.
Okay, I will put your name in.
Megan Tate. You didn't say my name either.
Let's see, Catherine Morrow. And who was the other one?
Jessica Blue.
Jessica Blue.
Megan Tate also.
Okay. Anybody else that has not yet hit MMB?
I'm sorry, you should take me off. I hit MMB. It's Catherine Morrow.
Oh, Catherine.
Sorry, I really wanted that.
Oh, man.
MMB is better, Catherine.
Yeah. I was about to say that. I'm like, yeah, MMB. You should be happy with that.
So sad.
I'm excited. Thank y'all.
And I have my Tupperware bowl. I know. I'm fancy over here. We're getting fancy. Okay, so let me just show y'all this prize again. The beautiful limited edition Christmas sets. I just want y'all to know I wanted this hairspray in here, so y'all should be happy I'm giving it away. But I want to thank you guys so much for getting on. Y'all have no idea how much it means to me. And I know this is just the beginning, so so here goes. Da-da-da-da-da. Is it gonna be? I know who it is. Brandalyn. Can you see that? I don't know if y'all can even see that. Brandalyn, where are you at? Is she not on now? Oh, where are you at?
I'm in College Station.
Oh, hey. Are you excited?
Yay, Brandalyn.
Doing anything.
Wait,
Maybe this is fine.
oh, there you are. You're at the bottom. Brandalyn Butler. Okay, perfect. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I will get this in the mail tomorrow. I need to go to the post office and send something else out. So I will be putting this in the mail for you tomorrow. So you can shoot me your address. And again, thank you guys all for getting on tonight. I think it was a great call. And yes, y'all be watching. We'll do another one next month. I don't know. We'll come up with something else that we can talk about. So you guys take care and have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, Steph.
Hey, Christy.
After party.
Hey.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. I'll call.
Bye.